Inaugurated across the country, signaling the start of the parliament in Kogi State. The Governor Yahya Bello, he charged the newly inaugurated members of the Kogi State 7th Assembly to put the interests of the state above any personal ones in order to move the state forward. Governor Bello gave the charge at the floor of the Kogi State House of Assembly during the inauguration of the 25 new members of the House, while urging them not to forget their electorate and constituency. He called for the establishment of constituency offices by elected members at all levels.
I want to assure all of you that the current 25 House of Assembly members being inaugurated today will never betray your trust. Our great party, the All Progressives Congress, APC, start from federal level to the state to the local government, we shall not disappoint you. We made history by voting overwhelmingly.
Well, meanwhile, in Akwa Ibom State, the 6th Assembly of the State House of Assembly, they will also officially dissolve, bringing to an end activities of the House, which was inaugurated in 2015. Now, the House was dissolved by the outgoing Speaker, Barrister Onofiok Luke, after a valedictory sitting attended by 21 members of the House. And after a series internal crisis in the All Progressives Congress APC, the National Working Committee at its 38th regular meeting held on the 27th, 28th and the 6th of June 2019, they passed a vote of confidence on the National Chairman, Comrade Adams Aliyu Shomole. Now, part of the resolution was to set up a 5-man disciplinary committee headed by Chief Ni Adebayo to investigate the allegation leveled by Senator Lawal Shuaibu against the National Chairman on issues involving the collective decisions of the National Working Committee. Also, the instigation of senators, members of the House of Representatives by Senator Lawal Shuaibu against the decision of the party on the choice of the presiding officers for both chambers, Senate and House of Representatives, at the banquet hall, the presidential villa, even when these issues were all discussed and agreed by all members of the National Working Committee. The committee is mandated to submit its report to the National Working Committee within 7 days. Well, let's talk more about the 8th Assembly and some of the politics with political parties here. Joining us from Abuja Studios, we have Mr. Kenneth Udeze, as IPAC's legal advisor. I would like to thank you for joining us on the program. And I mean, looking at all the politics playing out, we've had the valedictory session of the National Assembly. We have Mr. President the president who's waiting, of course, to set up a cabinet, and seeing that we just came from inauguration May 29th, and preparations are ongoing towards June 12th, Democracy Day. First, we'd like to get your thoughts on assessing the 8th National Assembly.
Thank you, Millicent, for having me. You know, power is transient. And we have to commend the 8th National Assembly for having done a very wonderful job. 82 bills passed, 89 concurrence bills, and about 29 constitutional alteration bills. We give it to them, despite the harassment, intimidation by the executive arm of government. You look at what happened the 8th National Assembly, how they come in from sometime June 2015, the circumstances that led to the emergence of the principal officers. We observed that the presidency in particular does not consult or engage the leadership of the National Assembly before Mr. President submits budgets to the National Assembly. But
Mr. Udeze, some people are of the opinion that the 8th Senate, especially the National Assembly now, that they didn't really fulfill the people's desires in terms of the policy framework to aid the executive tackle some of the issues like insecurity and even unemployment.
That is the impression That is the impression the executive have given to us, Nigerians. But majority of Nigerians know very well that the National Assembly, the 8th National Assembly, did their job very well. If not for the intimidation and harassment coming from the executive, these men could have gotten the time to do their job very well. For instance, people, we observe that some appointments that come from the government where the Senate did not confirm, where there is no confirmation by the Senate, you find out that the presidency also encouraged those that were appointed, whose appointments were not confirmed by the Senate, to still remain in office. The reasons are bound. The EFCC chairman, Magu, is a locus classicus. So we cannot continue like this. So what we are saying is that the 8th National Assembly, as far as we are concerned, they tried their best. They tried their best as far as we are concerned. Okay. And the high point for me, you know, of the 8th National Assembly was the review and the passage of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended. We want to
thank you, Mr. Kenneth Udeze. Very short time, but thank you very much. We heard your points of views on some of these issues, and the discussion continues online. So join us at Channels TV, at CTV Politics, where we get your thoughts on some of the political issues. Thank you for watching. I'm Millicent Wonka. I'll see you soon.